What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are taking out the Denali, which feels really good to drive because I haven't driven in a while, and you're probably wondering what this plastic is on my seat back here. They left it on at Preston's. It's a seat cover, and I actually kind of really enjoy having a seat cover on here to protect the seats because, well, you know, they're just too nice to beat up. And I must say, you know, I don't know what I like driving better, the hood stacked diesel Mercedes or this truck. You know, they're both just so much fun to drive. But anyways, we are heading over to the warehouse, and we're gonna meet up with a good friend of mine that has been on the channel before, but he has made some changes to his truck that I really want to check out, and you know, I'm sure you guys do as well. So I've done a little bit of sprucing up around the place because it was just getting disgustingly messy in here with all the construction we have going on. Obviously still crammed all the tools in the corners. We still need to finish up some things with the painting. Obviously none of the casing is painting. The doors, that back wall still isn't painted, so eventually we got to get to that. But we've been so busy lately just making the podcast studio functional because obviously, like, let's get that up and rolling first, and then we'll worry about some of the smaller details in the warehouse. Uh-oh. Spot a big blacked out Duramax over there. Oh!
How you doing? I'm here to apply for the janitorial job. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm gonna need to see a resume, dude.
I mean, I'm pretty good at sweeping. I can take out the trash.
I've heard, like, you know, the NFL, like, it's probably a good reference, but I gotta, like, there's a broom back there if you want to try.
Okay, I can see my resume and tell you can call my old job.
There you go, give you a good reference.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
How you
It's
been,
good to
man?
see you, man. It's good. It's been a long time.
This is big time, man. This is tipping off with some flames. That's gonna come.
Oh, that was Chris. Chris was getting a little crazy with his flame jack.
Man.
Hey, if you stay in the NFL long enough,
I can get one of those.
you might be able to get yourself a nice Mercedes like this.
But this is custom made though, you know. So I mean, I might send it back to you guys. So.
That's true. Wait,
yeah.
You know, we've done a lot of athletes' vehicles here over at the Work For It shop, and you know, we really specialize in the high-end customization.
Yeah, it's like you can tell by this nice patina on the backside.
Yeah, right.
You can't get this anywhere else. Get this anywhere else. That's only house inmade. You know,
they've been wanting us to take this to the classic car auctions, but we want to hold on to this one for a while.
It's too precious. It's too precious. You know?
So, the last time Avian was here, I think I just got in my truck and it was stock, and I didn't even want to bring it because you were bringing your truck, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna show up with a stock truck when he's showing up with his lifted truck. So we ended up bringing Chris's truck. Yeah. So, and then I don't think this thing even got built till like 3 or 4 months, maybe
it was a minute.
Maybe 6 months after you were here. So, well, here she is. You know, it's
well, like I know people always say all the time, man. Pictures do not do it justice. This thing is, it's more than this. I can see why they call it a SEMA truck. This thing is insane.
she's a little dirty right now from the rain, but
oh man, that whole setup. Yeah, that paint job. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. You can't really like. You can see the paint job. You can't really tell like when he's trying to talk about all that. But here, man, like that.
It's a whole different color in person.
It's a whole different color in person, man. It's just, and like, makes me want to go to Bulletproof now and say, can I get one of these?
Avian, you guys have seen Avian's truck on the channel before. If not, I'll post a video right here. But he's also got a little new addition to that thing.
I got a couple new additions. So we'll go check out. It's dirty right now, but you know what? Hey, let's go ahead and bring it in the warehouse.
Let's bring it in the warehouse. I'll move this thing out of this piece of junk out of the way here for you. No. So if you guys don't know, well, you guys don't know because you're not here, but it actually ended up raining like weirdly yesterday for like I don't know, just enough time to do this. And you guys actually probably have more respect for him for bringing it like this. But one of the biggest new additions to this truck is Avian is now on Team Flog. Team Flog with these sick Flog bumpers, and I've been wanting to see a set of these in person in black. And dude, it looks absolutely killer, man.
I don't know how they were looking, you know, as far as, you know, the original fender and bumper, they covered a lot of the lift kit, you know, but this one you can actually see the BDS under there, see the actual components. Nah, I love that.
Right, you can see the tires, you can see everything. Oh, dude, I love these BDS lower control arms. See, yeah, like you know, when you first brought your truck last time, a lot of the stuff is you really got to get down there to see. What else do we do?
So what else? I got these traction bars put in. You know, I mean, so when I go to Mexico, you know, and I hit a couple speed bumps, you know, so I'm just getting my truck ready and everything ready to go. So I got these traction bars put in. That was pretty cool. A lot of stuff I don't know how you have. I think it's what 64 lights underneath your truck.
32.
32.
If you're gonna tell me you have 64, I'm gonna go get 100 and I don't know 128.
I have 20 lights underneath my truck. You know, no 24. Yeah, I have 12 white lights and I have 12 of the RGB lights. You know, I really turn those on because I can't get all white. Either the neon green color or the neon red.
We don't go purple?
I got purple too. Oh yeah.
I mean, you play for the Vikings, you gotta go purple, right?
So I go purple, yellow, I go all that, you know. So I have all the colors, you know. That's like, I'm glad I have that. I got my whole iPad dash kit. So, I mean, you can step in there and look at it, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got that whole kit, and you can like, you know, you can turn it on.
Is this the one from Legends?
It's not from Legends. I basically took the Legends idea and took it to the shop in Minnesota, and they did it for me.
Gotcha.
You know, they pretty much did everything for me. It has the full ride controller, which I was really excited about getting.
Nice.
And, you know, you can change all the lights, do everything with that. So even if you got the ride controller, you can change your lift, like your air lever lift with that. Yeah. So instead of having like the remote control,
right,
you can have it on there. You know, be able to change the lift, the settings, and everything like that.
So that was like, yeah. To me, I've looked at these things and I've always worried about losing the outlets that are there.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I never put one of these. But the reason I would put one is for this setup exactly. Yeah. You don't have to run any wiring up into here. You don't have to do anything. And that's actually super clean setup, man. I love it.
So I'm eventually going, like, you know, after I go to Mexico, I'm going to run the EasyLink setup.
Nice, there you go.
I'm going to run my tune straight on my iPad.
That'll be sweet. Yeah. Hey, I'm guessing you're a fan of Batman.
Oh yeah, definitely. A man with no powers is doing a lot of things, man. He has a lot of money, so he can do things, but he's a normal guy. And
nice.
I know you said about me losing my outlets. I know how Legends, they put theirs in the bottom,
right?
Which I would have loved to have done, but the shop that I went to, they put them right here for me. So
nice.
So I have both my outlets and my USB cords right there.
There you go.
So I mean, I don't lose any of those things.
That's smart.
I got this painted. I mean, they painted the bows around my Bose speakers.
Nice.
Got these painted as well. I mean, this is a small little detail I did inside the truck. I want to get the headliner done all black, but that's for another video. You know,
we can get a 2 for 1 because I'm dying to get that done too.
2 for 1 deal.
Yeah. No, I like little details like that. That's a lot of people don't do that. I mean, I haven't even done that.
Yeah.
Nor did I ever even really think to do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, the only thing I'm still gonna do, I want to do these right here. Get these doors black. I mean, like, I really want my truck to be all black.
Yeah.
I mean, and people understand like, man, it's too much black. You gotta have a little, like, you know, separate. Like, no, like, I want everything all black.
Well, if you're gonna do it. You know?
Yeah. One thing I did do differently, I got the Banks cold air intake. It's the Ram Air.
Nice.
It's a huge air intake, and I mean, you know, eventually when I get, like, you know, the downpipe and, you know, and all that stuff, you know, this is what I needed to help my truck, you know. So I got that. It's a little dirtier now, you know. I see like a little of this bad, you know, DEF fluid that I can't wait to get rid of.
Yeah, but see, you know, you don't get the benefit of living in beautiful sunshine most of the year.
I don't.
So
that's very true.
You're always getting bounced around, and then you got to live in some of the worst weather in the freaking country. So the fact that the truck is as clean as it is.
Yeah. So I mean, one of the main things that's so tedious and so annoying about being in Minnesota. Like, I love Minnesota. Minnesotans, so don't get mad. I love Minnesota. I love the weather. I love the people. But just that the roads, they salt those things so hard.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, you know how if it rained, my truck's dirty. Just imagine this being white like your truck because of all the salt on the road.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So every time it snows, I'm underneath my truck, spraying with the power wash.
Yep.
Even though I paid for the
undercoating.
I pay for that. I pay for the rust protection and all that. But it's still, you take care of your things with yours because you want them to last a long time.
Yep.
So I take these extra level of precautions to make sure my truck's good. I know it's dirty right now, but it usually doesn't look like this. So.
No, it's killer, man. This thing looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And they set my truck up pretty much like yours with the reverse lights. I put it in reverse. The back pods come on.
Nice. Yeah, let's check out the rear flock bumpers. How's the roll lock holding up?
It's holding up pretty good.
How's it do when it's freaking minus 30 degrees over Minnesota?
Minus 30 degrees, it doesn't roll as good because you know I got the one that has the metal in here, so the metal gets kind of like, you know, stiff a little bit, so it's kind of hard to roll, but it'll go all the way down.
No, this bumper looks sick, dude.
Yeah. Sorry for the dirt guy. This is another edition as well with the. It's a Gen Y, or some people say Jenny hitch, but I like saying.
I go Gen Y.
It's a dash there, so.
Yeah. You got the what is it? The torsion one or the?
It's a torsion flex hitch. Those were expensive.
Oh yeah.
Those were expensive. That's why I have these, you know, these little lockers, so you know people can't steal my things. So don't even try.
Oh, dude, nobody understands. The bolt locks are the greatest things in the world.
Yeah.
Uses your key, like it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And you got your rear tow hooks on. I don't have those on mine yet.
Yeah.
I need to get those installed, but that is dude, I love just the all black.
All black. When it's clean, it looks good. When it's dirty, I can see why people go white, you know. But you know, when I take care of it, it looks pretty good.
No, it looks absolutely awesome, man. I'm definitely every time I see a truck like this, you know, every time I see a truck that's all blacked out like this, I'm like, God, man, like I wish I could commit to building an all black truck. But like I know, like the second somebody's like door hits mine or something, like on the white trucks, it's a little bit harder to see. I still freak out, but second it would happen on this, like I'd go crazy.
I mean, speaking of that, I mean, just driving home, like my truck was perfectly fine. I just got the bumper done.
Yeah.
And I'm driving home, so we drove from Minnesota to California, and I pulled my fiance's car as well. And you wouldn't think anything happened. It's a normal drive. I'm not even going as fast, so rock chips wouldn't fly.
Yep.
So I just got these bumpers. I mean, they're expensive, and you have to get them painted as well. So you can see why I was a little hurt. I get there, and it's like 3 huge rock chips in my bumper. Ooh. And I'm vividly mad. Like I don't know what to do. I can't be mad at anybody because it's just on the road, trucks, you know.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going to get, you know, a clear bra right now. I was like, I don't care if it looks ugly. People say it messes the truck up, but you want to protect your things. And so what I'm essentially going to do is I'm gonna get the whole truck repainted black because I have like a lot of spider webs in them. You know, a lot of little scratches in the paint. I'm gonna get the whole truck repainted. And I'm gonna get the whole truck clear broad.
There you go.
Because I mean, like I said, you gotta protect our stuff, you know.
It don't take much to make something look bad.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand. Like, you know, there's a lot of money tied up in these things. And maybe if I had like stupid amounts of money, I'd be like, all right, I don't care. Let's just beat it up and then I'll trash it and buy a new one. But I don't. So like, I know me and Avi, like we put our heart and soul and, you know, we put what we can afford into these trucks, and like, why would you want to just trash that and throw it away, you know? It'd be like burning money. Like, why would you want to burn money? No, my money gets put in a nice bed on a pillow and like you take care of it, you know? Oh, you do it on your phone too? Nice.
So I can do it on my phone. I can do everything. Essentially, anything I can do on my iPad in there, I can do on my phone, which I kind of like that little setup, you know.
And they don't run into issues connecting with either one of them?
No.
Nice.
I would say the only issue, I wouldn't say the issue is that if I connect the ride controller to my phone, I have to reconnect it to the
gotcha.
To the iPad. It's like it doesn't want two, I guess, electronic equipment having a controller at the same time. It kind of like freaks out. So only one can control it at one time. So
gotcha.
I don't put them on most of the time. I just run my white ones. And
let's see the white ones.
The white ones, and these are my white ones.
Nice.
So I want to get some underneath the bed. The white ones are really only in the
wheel wells. Gotcha.
I mean, I want to get more of these, but they do a pretty good job. I want to get something like yours, the one where they kind of conceal up into the fender liner, you know, but for now.
No, these look sick. So normally I'm not a fan of shadows, but that shadow looks so sick. I don't know why. It looks like a skeleton frame or something.
Yeah, like a chest. It's like,
yeah, like a chest cavity. It's a clean shadow. It doesn't have like that weird chatter of like.
If you want to blind the mess out of somebody, like you just turn those on. Plus I have my light bar too, so I don't get too crazy, but these things are just.
Oh yeah, well look, I mean you can see that. And so we got a big old skylight above us, that's why it's still kind of bright in here with all the lights off, but I mean, yeah, those things are super bright.
Light bar, so I mean I got both lights on right now. And,
are they all rigid? Or is the light bars aren't, right?
The light bars are rigid. I kind of, I'd say took the cheap route with these, but I took I didn't go super crazy with light bars. Just the rigid ones, they were the two, and I wanted the single ones that can fit through here.
Gotcha.
So that's why I got the little, not say cheap route, but I went to, just the.
No, that's a cleaner look. I gotta say, I don't think there's any doubt that rigid lighting is like you know, they're up there in like some of the brightest and whatever. I just could never commit to spending that kind of money on them.
Oh no, yeah, that was definitely it. That was definitely a last minute thing.
So Legends did your mirrors too?
They did the switchbacks. I got these painted, you know, body match the color, but they sent me these right here.
Gotcha.
And I put these in myself. And the customer service with them was awesome. You know, I mean, it took a little longer to get it back because, you know, they have a ton of orders.
Oh, I can only imagine how backed up they are.
So they're backed up. But my driver went out. Literally said, "Hey, my driver went out. I had these, like, you know, for less than, like, you know, 6-7 months. So should I do that?" He's like, "You know what? Let's just see your order number." Said, "You know, send me a new one." I mean, not next day, but a couple weeks I got the new one and I put it in myself. So I mean,
nice.
they're pretty good as far as customer. They didn't charge me anything. They didn't do anything like that. So
the companies that I promote, I don't even want to say promote because like I'm customers of them too.
Yeah.
But I do my research on companies. I talk to the owners of companies, and I'm not going to put anything on my truck that I wouldn't like stand behind, because I know a lot of you guys, you know, like you see the products that I have, and you know, if I'm going to stand behind a product, it better be a good product because I'm kind of putting like, you know, my reputation on it as well, you know. And so I'm glad to hear stories like this. Like, yes, problems come up, things go wrong, phones ring in the middle of filming, you know. I mean, it happens, but you know, it's a matter of how the company reacts and how they take care of the problem. That's the biggest thing. And you know, to hear that they took care of you on that, like that's why I deal with Legends. All right, I'll be honest, so this wasn't planned, but you know, last time you were here, I drove your truck.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's only fair you drive mine, right?
What?
Let's do it.
Oh man, this is insane.
Let's do it. Come on, let's go.
Talk about a wedding gift, man.
Hold on, you don't get to keep it. I mean, you don't get to keep it.
Hey, I know I don't get to keep it. I mean, but just driving it, you know, like I mean, think about that. Like, how many people can say, "Oh, I drove a SEMA truck"? Even with, you know, it's still a little bit of a climb, but man,
That ain't no big deal when you're your height.
Oh, this is.
Dude, you make that seat look so small.
Oh,
Feel
man,
free to adjust it. Kick the seat wherever you need. I can see your
that sound. Oh man.
You're supposed to be doing that soon.
This is my first time, you know, driving a SEMA truck, driving a bulletproof suspension, driving an ultimate air ride suspension, and being up 14 inches now.
We're guessing 14 inches.
This is the air ride right here.
That's the air ride, so
like we pretty much got switches in here, you know.
well, I mean, we could like, you can really drop her down if you want.
Ooh. You don't say this much often. I'm not trying to, you know, I like the way it dropped it, okay? It dropped it pretty dang on good, okay? You just see that
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it feels like natural, I guess, you know? It doesn't feel like a force, like...
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell people. Everybody says, how do you drive? You know, you went from 12 inches to 14, you're crazy. But if you drive this truck for a week, you're used to it and it feels normal. Like kind of in the same way that your 6-inch lift feels normal.
Yeah.
If you bump it up to an 8, it's gonna feel high for a week and then it's gonna feel normal again.
Very
so
true.
to me, this feels normal.
Ryan, he did something good here. I don't know, it's good. Like the kid, he put all the components together where they complement each other perfectly well. The ride's awesome. You know, they fixed the turn radius thing. It turns smooth now. Like, I mean, I'm talking about we backed out of that place and it was like nothing. It probably turned better than mine.
You want to go run over that truck with the Raiders emblem on it?
Oh, I definitely do.
I mean, all right. As an NFL player, like when you see a Raiders logo on something, does it like? It's got to do something. It's got to do something to you.
Well, you know, growing up, you know, you be a Raiders fan because, you know, they're the black team, they're black and gray. You know, they're the ones that are bad boys. Nobody likes them. And I kind of like the underdog thing, you know. But I mean, nowadays, you know, like now I have a team. You know, I'm like, man, like, you know, any other teams, man, like you guys can get it. But it's all fair and love and war, though. You know, you respect other people and the things they do. You respect other teams, but you know, at the end of the day, when you go in that field, like you're my enemy.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him. I say, punch it, bro. Punch it.
Hey, you guys want to come to the drag strip? Hey, we're taking this truck. I'll take anybody any day in this truck.
It's a little bit of a difference, huh?
Yeah, a whole lot of a difference.
I'm telling you, man, when those parts fall off, you're gonna fall back in love with your truck again. It's a whole new truck once that happens.
man, completing the truck. I mean, like, we were just,
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. And it'll keep pulling until you let off that throttle. It'll keep pulling.
I felt it back there. I said that's why I had to get off a little bit because I mean I got kind of scared. I mean like because it was still going. I'm like, you know, that's a little too much power for me right now. You know.
All right, Avion. Well, once again, brother, I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you bringing the truck back. The flog bumpers just look absolutely beautiful, man. And I can't wait to see what else you do with this truck because I know you got a lot more plans for it.
Like I said, like you guys, don't worry. You guys will be the first to hear on Dmax's channel with next things I have done to my truck. You won't hear anywhere else but here first. So
well, I mean, you know,
it's like an exclusive almost.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, you're not technically in town, but you're in the off season. You're a lot closer to us. Yeah. So that makes we're gonna be doing a lot more with Avion here in the off season. And we're gonna be getting our trucks together a lot more. So. We'll see, we'll see what's to come. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the transformation of Avion's truck. Like I said, I like to feature different people's trucks. I like to feature different people's stories, different builds. At some point, we're gonna get Avion on the Work For It podcast as well to kind of, chronicle his story as to how he came up from, how he grew up to being an NFL player now. I'd love to get that on the podcast because, the Work For It podcast, while it is about blue collar and, kind of restoring the blue collar or kind of restoring pride in the blue collar world, I also want to tell like success stories, because nothing comes easy. Everything takes hard work. And, you see people in the NFL and you're like, oh, dude, this guy just gets paid a ton of money. And what does he show up for practice, a couple times a week and then goes out and plays. And I think you're going to find out it's not that easy. So we'll get him on the Work For It podcast as well. So if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button now that we do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to
work for it.
You guys are the best. We're out.
Roll the outro.
Damn.